We're here actually at the Hunnewell tennis courts to get an update, how long the project is estimated to take before it's completed.
Yeah, so we're a little past the halfway point, I would say. We're expecting about 6 to 8 more weeks of heavy construction. There's parking lot reconstruction as well. So the project will go into the early fall.
So work like this is always subject to some various delays, weather delays, material delays. Have we experienced anything like that with this particular project this summer?
We have so far, mostly with steel fence and the fencing fabric. So that set us back a little bit. Nothing significant. As the project goes forward, there'll be some parts that are more sensitive to the weather. Certainly asphalt and the painting and resurfacing stuff will be subject to finding some nice windows of weather. But so far, small disruptions.
When it's sort of done, when the construction is done, will it be immediately playable? Does it have to sit for a while? How does that process work?
So most of the wait periods come during the resurfacing. Immediately after the asphalt is put down, there is a settling period and an off-gas period that happens that will take about 2 weeks, where it may seem like nothing is happening. And then there's 5 layers of prep and paint that go onto the courts. So you'll see that go down here in the month of September. To be able to play on it, that final layer really only needs about 3 days rest. Our bigger problem might be that we're going to work from the courts back out onto Washington Street. So even though the courts are done, we still have some surrounding pavement work and parking lot work. So that might slow people that are anxious to get out on the courts.
So you touched a little bit about the surface of the courts, but talk to me a little bit more about, it sounds like it's asphalt, it's not acrylic, and is this kind of more of a state-of-the-art type surface for tennis players and pickleball players?
So I would say that the state-of-the-art that's incorporated here is really in the paint and the layering surfaces. Asphalt tennis courts are fairly typical. You know, they should provide a nice, long, solid surface to play on. What is going on in the technology, and I'm not really an expert, but we have a consultant that's helped us through this, is the layering. There are 3 base layers that really help with all the little imperfections that come as part of an asphalt tennis court. And then it's only after that that you get into the coloring and the line making. So I think that's the part that makes it both more playable and more durable.
The courts themselves will be new. All of the equipment that goes with the courts will also be new?
Yeah, that's right, Stephanie. The project does incorporate a lot of new stuff, including the permanent and the temporary nets, because we have some temporary nets for the pickleball. Surrounding benches, picnic tables, things of that nature are all going to get replaced as part of the project. We've done a lot of investment here in the Hunnewell complex with softball and Little League. This part has been since 2003 when we did the last renovation. And I think when we're done, there'll be a nice new parking lot and some amenities just outside the tennis court that allow people to do what you said, to relax, wait for a court, or watch a friend, or whatever the case might be.
How many tennis courts, how many pickleball courts will be available for the community?
So the layout of this restoration is almost exactly the same as it was before. So there will be a total of 8 tennis courts, 2 of which will be striped for multi-purpose, whether you're playing pickleball or tennis. There will be 5 striped pickleball courts. Again, 2 of those are, or 4 of those, I'm sorry, are on what are also striped as tennis courts.
And then the practice wall, I know that's staying, but also will be used for a couple of other things too?
Yeah, so a new practice wall. We understand for a lot of people that it's very useful. I've seen it well used out here. So that will go in the area just outside of the 8 courts in the same location that it was before. It will be striped to give us our 5th pickleball court.
Talk to me a little bit about the ADA accommodations for this particular project.
Yeah, so the tennis court itself, not a big stretch for it to meet ADA requirements. You have to pay close attention to doors and handles and openings, which is fairly easy to meet. But around the facility, all of our parking lot, the ramps in and out of the facility, the picnic tables that will go back here are all geared and specified so that we can support ADA needs.
So is the parking lot going to be expanded at all as part of this project?
It's going to be just resurfaced. It would be interesting to expand the parking lot. We are in an area that there's a lot of competitive uses for both playing surfaces as well as passive recreation and environmental concerns. So it was not expanded as part of this project.
What types of things were you able to do to make sure that the environment around this area remains protected?
This project didn't really change the impervious area, but a big part of the specifications were making sure that we protected the work that was previously done and protected the environment while we were in construction. Hopefully this fall you'll be able to get out and get on a court that is brand new and that it will have a very long and useful benefit for the community.